Hey, good morning. Good morning. It is probably 67, 68 degrees out here, and it is foggy this morning. It's so funny. If I show, you can see the fog just kind of roll by the screen. It's so funny. But um, for you to see, this is what we're looking at today. Quite interesting. And we've kind of nicknamed that spider Charlotte. So Charlotte is out here getting her morning mindset for the service technician. So let's just chat for a few minutes. Again, this is designed just to be a few minutes of what I would be thinking about, what I'd be teaching, what I would want my service techs to know and remember right now. Um, so as we talked about it, we have to do our call as we get ready to go on the call. So we get dispatched the call. You hit the I'm headed to the call button. You pick up the phone about 20 minutes out. And you say, Mrs. Smith, this is Don with Freedom. And just to let you know, my GPS says I'm about 20 minutes out. I'm going to be running by the gas station or the Starbucks and picking up a little coffee for myself. Could I get you anything while I'm there? Make an offer. If they don't take you up on it, it's perfect, but it sets the reciprocation where you've made an offer. They're much more receptive for you. It's one of the laws of influence is reciprocation. So we get to the door, we park. We get to the house, we park. We get out, we get to the door, and within the first 30 seconds to a minute, you're approaching the house. Don't finish your cigarette. Don't, all of that stuff has to be done right before that phone call so that when you get there, you've got your stuff and you're headed to the house. They are your priority, not your telephone or the office or anything else. We knock on the door. We tell them, hey, I'm here to take care of your air conditioner. I'm here to take care of your electrical. I'm here to take care of your plumbing issues. Whatever the call is dispatched. All right. Try to get inside, even if the issue is in the garage or whatever. Let's say I usually begin inside. As a point of clarification, I'm here to do a $252 total system rejuvenation for just $39. Now that means I'll be going over your air conditioner and your furnace with a fine tooth comb, and when I'm done, I'll give you a full report. Should I find deficiencies, and I'm not saying that I will, would you like for me to share those with you? Great. Would you mind just verifying your information on the iPad here? Getting the email address, phone number, making sure you're at the right house, all of that stuff. Well, I usually begin at the thermostat. Is this where you normally keep it set? May I turn it on? You can tell a lot about a system just by listening. Please take me to your outdoor system. Please take me to your indoor system. While you're there, take off a panel, take down model and serial numbers, do some documentation, assess the overall, and really what you're looking for is the age. You're not telling them anything about the age, but when we know the age, it sets us up for the game plan for the call. So we assess the age. We want to assess, are all the pieces, the furnace, the coil, the outdoor compressor condenser unit, are they all the same age? Have they been replacing pieces? That tells us information about what's been going on with this home and this system. So we gather all that up. All right, I'm going to go get started. Um, are we working with any time restrictions today? So you don't have anywhere to be later? Okay, no problem. I'll go ahead and get started. If you want to watch, you may. If not, that's fine too. Go get started. Yes, we've taken down some model and serial numbers, but in this first 15 minutes, we're building a game plan. How are we going to do this? We're going to clean the indoor first, or we're going to clean the outdoor first, or we're going to, um, by the age, what items are we looking for? Are we inspecting the duct pressure, the static pressure, as the engineers and the AC guys want to call it, but it's duct pressure, as you want to call it for the customer. So all this 0 to 3 year old systems that we put in, we want to make sure we look back at what we originally promised them and that we delivered it. Sometimes something gets missed, and we want to make sure we deliver, we protect the company, we deliver exactly what we promised in the past. It's okay. 3 to 8, we want to be talking about doing the easy starts. After the system break in, it's time for them to use an easy start to allow the compressor to start easier. Um, Surge protectors, if we're not already have a surge protector on it, we want to make sure we add a surge protector to protect their compressor. And whenever you say the protect your compressor, it should trigger the compressor speech for you. And the compressor speech is this: hey, you're saying to the customer, have you ever had to replace a compressor before? So you weren't aware that compressors can cost about $4,000 nowadays? Can you see now why all our clients just have us add surge protectant to make sure they don't burn up their compressors? And you want me to go ahead and do that while I'm here? They'll typically ask you, what's the price? And then you'll say, I've got that written on a piece of paper. I promise I'll go over that in just a minute. Keep talking about all the things that you want to talk about. Again, 0 to 3, let's fulfill the promise. 3 to 8, let's make sure we do the maintenance that will make this system last. Easy start, surge protector, checking every capacitor, if there's a blower wheel or if there's on the compressor and the fan motor. Let's check the contactor. Heat pumps, air conditioners. This is the time of the year that people are like, I'm just doing a heat maintenance. No, check everything every time you're there. Even if the customer has you there for the idea of its heating season, lots of time. Saw the Facebook post earlier. Thank you, Tanya, that said um, that this is the season that we wear a sweater in the morning and regret it in the afternoon. Well, for the HVAC guys, this is the season that we have to go jump out of bed, run over, turn on the heat, the furnace come on, we get ready for work, and we forget about it, and we get home, and the house is hot, and we got to run back over and turn the air conditioner back on in the afternoon. That's the kind of season we're in. That crazy Alabama weather, as my dad would always say, is you need both heat and air almost every day. Heat in the morning, air conditioning in the afternoon. So as soon as this fog that I'm in today burns off, it'll probably feel a little warm. We're only scheduled to go about to 82 today in this area, but 82 is still a little, if 82 and a clear sun and heat, the sunshine just beaming down on the house will heat the house up to the point where it'll need a little bit of air conditioning this afternoon. So all of that, y'all know it's that season. So we're going to service both the air conditioner and the furnace every time we go out there. We're going to inspect it. Certainly depends on your company. Right now, it's a full inspection with a heat focused to make sure that the heater, furnace, heat pump, wherever the heat is generated, is going to work when we get to that. Good morning, Quentin. Thanks for joining us here. So we're doing a full inspection with a heat focus. So everywhere we go, and again, we're on 3 to 8 year old system. We're doing all of the maintenance items that should be attended to. 3 to 8 years old, we want to look at that. So heat pump, we're going to look at, do we need to add oil injection? Are we going to look at the refrigerant levels? Are we going to inspect and leak check the evaporator coil? Are we going to check the evaporator coil for any sort of growth, any sort of restriction? Is there um, is there air bypassing or going around the filter and letting dirt and dog hair and fur capture on the bottom side of the coil? Do we have a coil light that sterilizes that coil? All of these items are the things you can put on your list. And again, what goes on the list? What goes on the list is anything and everything that the system could benefit from if it were free, right? No regards to money. Just make the list. We'll put the money on there, and the customers will decide if they value those items enough to pay us. It's okay if they don't. Our job is to let them know everything we found with the system. So coil light, filter. Do we have ionizers on the blower wheels? The blower wheels starting to need to be clean. How do you let the client know you want to clean? You pull the blower wheel, you show them a picture, or you show them the blower wheel, and you just simply ask, "Do you want me to clean this, or just put it back in there dirty?" They're going to say, "Isn't that part of your maintenance?" Well, that would be nice, but this is restoration work that has to be done every 3 to 5 years, depending on really the filtration in the home it's in. And this is not included with your regular maintenance. So would you like me to clean it or just put it back in there dirty? Most are going to say, well, how much does that cost? I've got that written on a piece of paper. Give me a minute and I'll share that with you. I promise I'll go over all that at the end. Okay. So we're making our list 3 to 8 years old. Now, quickly, because I'm running out of time, I only want to grab 10 minutes of your time every day. Over 8 years old, we want to put on your list in the nice to have category, add to upgrade equipment. Add to upgrade to constant comfort equipment. Okay. What's constant comfort? That's just a simple phrase for variable speed compressors that 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 run in your home until the house is comfortable, not until the temperature clicks off the thermostat, right? Sometimes we've all had that where set the thermostat on 72 and it's just not comfortable and the system's not running, so we got to go there and crank it down to 68. Time it gets to 68, the house is just cold and clammy. Constant comfort systems will slow the compressor to bring out that humidity when you're in very humid climate areas in the South. Here in Alabama, we do have plenty of that. There's plenty of humidity everywhere. We deal with it throughout this country. Yeah, I get that Arizona might have a whole different level of humidity, but we typically still know that constant comfort in making the home the comfort level they want, we can raise that temperature number up higher and let the system use less energy and still have just as much comfort. All right. So add to upgrade equipment goes on your list for everything that's over 8 years old. If you can sell systems, put the price out there of how much more it will be to go to that system compared to all the work. Because again, if you go to that system, you might not need a easy start or a contactor, a capacitor, or it maybe even comes with a surge protector in that package. You just have to add the difference. If you don't, last line item in your nice to have, the last line item of the whole list is just add to upgrade equipment, and then add to upgrade to constant comfort equipment, and then you just put a question mark over by the price. And when they ask, you can simply say, well, let's find out. But just so you know, we've had clients that spend as much as $30,000 for a top of the line air conditioner with new ductwork and all the bells and whistles and the indoor air quality and the Breathe Easy package that makes them sleep better and get up with more energy and make a major difference in their life. Some spend as little as $8,000, but the majority end up spending somewhere around 12 to 15,000. Let's find out. And then you simply place a phone call. I see Quentin there. Your guys can simply call you, Quentin, and AJ, get you on the phone and say, "Hi, Mrs. Smith has asked what a system would be. We really hadn't gone through anything of why she needs it. It's just simply something that went through her mind. Can you get me a price on a 3-ton constant comfort system for these nice people who've been with us for a while?" The process starts from there. And perfect world is you're getting the comfort advisor, you're getting the sales manager, you're getting a supervisor, whatever your company might call it, to go to that house and give them the price. You're not necessarily worrying about getting your technician or you as the technician to present it. Your job is just to get those guys in front of your customers. So that's about 13 minutes today. We're up. We've really rehashed everything that we've talked about up to this point. And it's time to go out there and have a great, great day. Make the list as if everything was free. And then once you make the list, we'll keep getting better and better about how we explain those items. That'll be this week. Let's talk about how we close once we make the list. Then we'll come back and talk about how we build the need for certain items. But y'all have a great day. See you here tomorrow.